Getting that Black Tusk assault team out of there is your main objective. But there are a few high-priority targets we want you to neutralize. Their codenames are Puck, Roadblock, and Carver. You're gonna have to do this room by room. We have zero intel on how they're set up on site.
See anything?
System disrupted.
Going up. Place are shut to hell. Hostile civilian target. I'm coming to you. Sucker's trying to flank us. All this. Watch your fire,
Serious trauma detected.
Get to the flank. You're good to go. Taking heavy fire. Right there. Right there.
Confirming that Puck is down. Good work.
What's going on, everybody? All right, so Title Update 6 has brought with us several new changes. As you know, quality of life improvements. Definitely need to get back to grinding gear in order to make new builds. So what I want to bring to you today is a heroic solo build that has proved absolutely feasible, is absolutely a same with the amount of damage as you saw from the footage that was before the actual overview. So you know, right now I want to get right into it, show you exactly what you should be aiming for, what you should be grinding for, and of course, you know, all this is just this is what works for me. This is definitely something that you can build upon. So use this as a template, but this is stuff that you should really be trying to look forward to when making your build, especially if you want to run a skill build. So to start off, you'll see that I'm running a 497. This is a very good survivability build, especially during heroic missions. If you want to run them solo, um, definitely you can pretty much accomplish any heroic mission with this build. Like it's absolutely insane. So for now, let's just go over what this build entails. So with this build, we're running the technician specialization because of the 50% skill power increase. And this is definitely going to be something if you're looking forward to building on top of your skills and building on top of your skill builds. You're going to want to run the technician because of that increase. Because as soon as you switch specializations, you're not going to have as much damage output. You're not going to have as much room to work with when building your skill builds. So with this, I'm currently running with the Pyromaniac, the perfectly ignited 40% damage to burning enemies, and after 2 kills, applies burning to hit the next enemy you hit. This actually comes in so much better than really any weapon. I feel, especially if you're running the BTSU gloves. With the BTSU gloves, as soon as you proc the fire damage, your BTSU gloves will proc. So you really don't need to run any other type of like status effect skill. But I, with this build, running a turret, and we'll go into that in a little bit. Next, I have the Merciless because of the holster talent. While holster, landing a shot has a 5% chance to deal 100% damage as explosive damage. This was a major improvement that TU6 implemented with all of the exotic with their holster talents. This comes in so like it's phenomenal of what the work happens towards the enemies. With your sidearm, I have running X45, mostly because of the in rather than while equipped, the enemy's kills have a 5% chance to refresh active skill cooldowns. And then we'll go into the actual gear. So for the gear, for the mask, I'm running the China Light Industries Corporation with the 10% explosive damage, 42% damage to elites, plus 12,918 health, and then the added destructive 40% explosive damage. Um, you, of course, the damage to elites can be increased beyond 50%. I haven't found any yet. The highest I've gotten to is 49%, so I'm definitely going to be looking out for a 50% increase to the damage to elites. For the chest, I'm running the Heliguard Armadillo Vest, 5% total armor, 30% total armor with 22,000 armor, and then an added 1,019 skill power. For my talents, I'm currently having the Vital with the added 25% health. For the mod slots, I'm running Defensive Protocol with an added 6,835 health. The offensive system, 1.5% weapon damage with 3% assault rifle damage, and then a defensive protocol resilience with an added 8,719 health. For the holster talent, I'm running the Falter holster, the added 10% assault rifle damage with 10% skill haste, and then a 41,089 health. Devastating is added 5% weapon damage, comes in handy, definitely from the video that you saw earlier with the amount of DPS that you're outputting to the heroics. It makes it so much easier. For the backpack, I'm running the Alps Summit Armament, 2-piece for this, so with an added 575 skill power mod, with an added 5.5% weapon damage, and then a 15% armor with Harden. Skilled, this is my favorite talent to use for a skill build because it procs so much, is the skill kills have a 25% chance to reset skill cooldowns. The utility mod, I'm running 110 skill power with a 1.5% explosive damage, and then the offensive firearms are added 2% weapon damage to an added 2% damage to health and 1% damage to armor. Next, we have the BTSU gloves. We all know how the BTSU gloves work. So the more electronics that you have, the better you're going to be able to proc the BTSU gloves. So for the mods, I'm running a utility mod and added 77 skill power with an added 127 seeker skill power. Another utility mod added 119 skill power with a 147 turret skill power, and then we've got the defensive protocol added 9,756 health. Lastly, this is the second piece of the Alps Summit Armament because of that at 10% skill power. I've got 12,294 armor, and then hard hitting added 25% damage to elites. Next, for the mods, we've got the stamina added 10,351 health. We've got the electronics for the added 166 seeker skill power. So you're probably wondering why my skill power is so high, because skill power doesn't really have a factor of how much damage it is. It's only for the mods. Well, because of this, because of the added 50% of the technician specialization with the skill power, your skill power is just going to jump dramatically. But because of this, if you run any other specialization, you're not going to get the effects of all of the higher tier mods, because the devs want it to make a versatile you. They want you to spend as much as you can in one area and going down from a second and going down to your least favorite. So as you can see, like I'm spending more of my defense here in the blue area at 9, and then my electronics are in the 7. But this build is specifically to run heroic solos, and because of the scaled um, versatility that the heroic missions have with being a max damage, max character loadout, you're gonna need as much survivability as possible if you want to get through the missions in less than 30 minutes. So with this, I'm running the turret, the fire turret. So with this, I have the 78.7% damage with the 50.8% skill haste and another 77.4% skill haste. So my cooldown for this is about 23 seconds, and then duration is about 3 seconds. I'm not focusing too much on the duration because since the enemies, the NPCs, start focusing on your skills now, there's really no reason to have your duration anymore. Um, you might as well put it all into your health, but other than that, stay away from any duration mods as you can. And then lastly, we've got the Seeker Mine mod. I've got added 6 plus extra cluster mines. This helps so much because of the amount of NPCs during heroic missions. 144.8% skill haste, and then a 77.8% damage. And then along with this, you've got your BTSU gloves, which proc it, and then that's an added like however many percent I have, so 70%, and it's phenomenal. This build really helps. It really works. Definitely try to aim for this type of setup. You can definitely kind of mix and match here as much as you can, but as soon as you start moving out your electronics, your yellows, to something else, to like a blue or a red, you're going to be dropping skill power, and it's whether you need it or whether you don't need it. Other than that, guys, I have nothing else further for you. This definitely try and get this build out. Try and grind for it. You can definitely use this as a template and build on top of your own. But I definitely wanted to get it out there, especially for people that play solo who want to run the heroic solos to get those named items definitively. That's where I got my pyromaniac. I got it from a heroic mission, running it solo. Uh, so yeah, definitely let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you like this build? You want to see more builds? What builds are you looking forward to? I'll definitely try and put those out as much as I can over the next couple weeks. But other than that, guys, I have nothing else, and I will see you guys around. Take care.